हेलो फ्रेंड्स, मैं आपको चार्ल्स लैम्ब के एमसीक्यू क्वेश्चन सॉल्व कराऊंगी। ये एस के अरोरा बुक से लिए गए हैं। हु कॉल्ड लैम्ब द जेंटल हार्टेड चार्ल्स? किसने कहा? कॉलरिज ने। हु रेफर्ड लैम्ब एज लैम्ब द फ्रॉलिक एंड द जेंटल? इसका आंसर है वर्ड्सवर्थ। एसेज ऑफ इलिया अपीयर्ड इन, एसेज ऑफ इलिया है वो कब अपीयर्ड हुई थी? 1823 में। लास्ट एसेज ऑफ इलिया अपीयर्ड इन, लास्ट एसेज ऑफ इलिया जो अपीयर्ड हुई है वो कब हुई है? 1833 में। लैम्ब इज कॉल्ड द प्रिंस ऑफ इंग्लिश एसेस्ट। द essay Supernaturate Man is authored by Lamb. Lamb began his career as a poet. All are gone, the old familiar faces. That line is from the pen of. इसका आंसर फ्रेंड्स लैम्ब है। Lamb's prose work, A Tale of Rosamund Grey and Old Blind Margaret, 1797, is a novel. Tales from Shakespeare, 1807, were written in collaboration. Who were the collaborators? Lamb and his sister Mary. The South Sea House was first published in the London magazine in August 1820. Which company was established in 1710 with the promise of a monopoly of trade with the South American colonies? The South Sea Company. Kids Hospital 5 and 30 years ago was published in London magazine in November 1820. Recollections of Kids Hospital is written by Lamb. Lamb contributed to critical essays on the genius and character of Hogarth and on the tragedies of Shakespeare, considered with reference to their fitness for stage representation to lie hunts. इसका आंसर है द रिफ्लेक्टर। Lamb also tried his hand in writing plays. In 1806, his first was accepted at Drury Lane, but it was a failure. Named the Fates. Mr. H, who composed the poem A Farewell to Tobacco? Lamb. Lamb sent a proposal of marriage to a friend, but this friend declined the proposal. Who was this friend? लैम्ब ने अपनी फ्रेंड को प्रपोज़ल भेजा था शादी के लिए, लेकिन उसने डिक्लाइन कर दिया। वो कौन सी फ्रेंड थी? मिस कैली। हु वाज द एडिटर ऑफ लंदन मैगजीन? लंदन मैगजीन के एडिटर कौन थे? जॉन स्कॉट। Lamb's first essay published in London magazine in 1820 was a reminiscence entitled Recollections of the South Sea House. Lamb adopted the name of Elia as a pen name for his works. This Elia was an Italian person who was a fellow clerk at the South Sea House. Shaitan in Search of a Wife, 1833, a comic ballad of the devil's private life, is authored by Lamb. And Lamb the frolic and the gentle have vanished from his lonely heart. These lines are from the pen of Wordsworth. Charles Lamb, to those who know the justly dear for rare genius and for sterling worth, who who said these words? Robert Southey. There are assists There are asses like Bacon of more massive greatness and others like Sir Thomas Browne who can attain loftier heights of eloquence, but here is no other who has in an equal degree the power to charm, whose comment is this. Hugh Walker, who describes himself as villainously pranked in an affected array of antique words and phrases. इसका आंसर है फ्रेंड्स लैम्प. नो एसिस्ट इज मोर egotistical than lamb, but no egotist can be so artless and yet so artful, so cheerful and yet so mirthful, so pedantic and yet so human, whose comment is this. A. Albert. In which essay does Lamb tell us his goodbye to the East India Company, the superannuated man? Lamb speaks of his father under the name of Lovell. Lamb's sister Mary appears as cousin Bridget. I courted the fair Alice W.N. and as much as children could understand, I explained to them what coarseness and difficulty and denial meant in maidens who said, Lamb in dream children. His great and dear spirit haunts me. I cannot think a thought. I cannot make a criticism of man or books without an ineffectual turning to him, who was the touchstone of all my cogitations. He was a Grecian as Crite's hospital, where I was deputy Grecian, and the same subordination and deference to him I have preserved through a lifelong acquaintance who said, Lamb in death of Coleridge. Lamb is silent about a person. Identify the person. His own mother. God had preserved to me my senses. I eat and drink and sleep and happy managed man. I believe very sound who wrote these words. लैम्ब इन ए लेटर टू कॉलेज. जो लैम्ब ने कॉलेज को लेटर लिखा था उसमें ये सब लिखा हुआ था. आई मिस्ड हिज काइंडनेस एंड आई मिस्ड हिज closeness and wished him to be alive again, to be quarreling with him rather than not have him again. Who said, Lamb in dream children, fear not of Alice, nor of thee, nor are we children at all, the children of Alice Cal Patrim. Father, we are nothing less than nothing, and dreams we are only what might have been and must wait upon the tedious shores of lithe millions of ages before we have existence and a name. Who said, Lamb in dream children. Lamb's style is inseparable from his humor, of which is the expression. His wim balms, as he called them, found their best expression in the quaint words and antique phrases and multiplied and sometimes far-fetched yet never forced compassion, in which he abounds. Strip Elia of these, he is nothing whose comments in this. Hugh Walker. In everything that related to science, I am a whole encyclopedia. Behind the rest of the world, I should have sacredly cut a figure among the frank lines of country gentlemen in King John's days. Where do these lines appear? Lamb in Old and the New Schoolmaster. Thank you so much, my dear.